When I first started nursing school, I was scared out of my damn mind. I can't believe it's over. It went by so fast, but everybody said it would, and you know what? They were completely right. I'm done with school, but I'm not a licensed nurse because we still have to pass the NCLEX. It's just kind of like this weird in-between thing. I got my NCLEX date. I'm literally probably gonna be freaking the frick out the morning of it. Hi guys, my name is Sierra and I'm currently graduated from nursing school, and I have been documenting my experiences and sharing my journey with you guys, and I'm so excited to continue sharing more of what is to come, of what my life looks like taking the NCLEX, starting my first job as a registered nurse in the emergency department, all of that fun stuff. But first, I just want to say hi. I hope you guys are doing really awesome. Happy summer. I hope you're enjoying the sunshine and spending time with your loved ones and just taking time to relax. Even if you are in the middle of school right now, just remember that you always have to take a breather, a moment for yourself. I feel like sometimes when I was in school and I was in a rut, I just needed to take a second, whether that be a walk outside or a nice bubble bath or a glass of wine or read a book or whatever you use to wind down and just relax. So just a quick reminder to take care of yourself and put yourself first. But I just want to say hi and fill you guys in on everything that's been going on in my life. I know I've briefly talked about things here and there in my vlogs, just about graduating from school and the NCLEX and starting a new position and job interviews, but I just wanted to kind of summarize everything in this video briefly and reflect back on my last term of nursing school, tell you guys all about it, and tell you what is to come. I have my NCLEX date, I have my start date for my first job as an RN, lots and lots of exciting stuff. This past term in nursing school was the best one yet, and I think that's because even though we were in a class, we weren't really in a class, like, if that makes sense. We were going to school once every other week, so we only had class 5 times this past term. I should back up a second. If you guys don't know, I'm in an ADN program, so I'll graduate, well, no, I am graduated with my associate's degree in nursing. It's a 2-year program, and then we have an automatic acceptance into a BSN program. There are so many different options out there. I have one in mind that I want to do, and I know people that have finished it in 6 months, but that is later on in the future. I'm not worrying about that right now. So yeah, I was in an ADN program, and our program was divided up into terms. We had 3 terms per year, and they were divided up into 10 weeks. And so my last term, which was 10 weeks, was the best term I have ever had in nursing school, just because we got so much clinical experience. I was able to do my entire IP, my integrative practicum, in the emergency department, which is where I wanted to do it at, because anytime I had clinical shifts prior to that in the emergency department, they were my favorite. I felt the most energized. I left just feeling like I did something good that day, and just felt more comfortable there, even though I'm so uncomfortable there, if that makes sense. Just, I don't know how to explain it, just felt a little bit more at ease there, even though it's not a peaceful place at all times, by no means. We had class, which was only 5 times the entire term, and it was really just a seminar talking about different nursing things, but not like patho or pharm, just like real world nursing experiences and things like that. We had a lot of guest speakers, but a majority of our time was spent in our clinical shifts, and we had to do at least 220 hours, which evened out to be 18 12-hour shifts, but I actually divided some shifts up in half. So I was at the hospital for probably like 22, 23 days in the ER, and it was so amazing. I got to see so many amazing things, learn so much, practice so many skills that so many of my friends and I were freaking out, like, oh my god, we're gonna graduate from school and we're never gonna do a Foley catheter or an IV or things like that. And I got so much hands-on experience with that and just got to learn from so many amazing people, so many different people. One thing that I think is super nice is being with several nurses and seeing how everybody can kind of do the same thing in a different way and learning what works best for yourself, because what one person does not mean that you have to do it, as long as you're being safe and following like the policies of the facility that you're at. But it was amazing. I met so many great nurses, I met so many great patients. I learned more than I ever have the entire time in nursing school just because of the hands-on experience. And I can truly say that I feel more confident in myself that I can do this profession, that I can be a competent and good nurse to my patients. Because when I first started nursing school, I was scared out of my damn mind. I didn't even know how to ambulate somebody. I didn't know any medications. I just didn't know anything, and that's okay. That's why you're in nursing school. That's why you're in this program. But it really, truly all does come together at the end. It all starts to make sense. Everything you learned in patho, everything you learned in pharm, it all does come together. And then when you're actually in clinical, getting that hands-on experience, it just makes it so much better and so much more worth it. So my last term was awesome. It just went by so quickly because it was so busy and hectic, but in the best way possible. And that's just kind of a summary of that. And so after that, we had kind of a week off, and then we had our pinning ceremony and our graduation. Basically, as nurses, I know a lot of programs do this. I want to say almost every one of them do this, but I'm not quite sure. But you get pinned, and then you do the Florence Nightingale pledge. And so it's a big deal. It's really cool to be sitting up there with everybody that you've been with for the past couple of years and celebrating and honoring each other and previous nurses and everything like that. So the pinning ceremony was really awesome. My family went. My brother pinned me because he's an RN, and he actually graduated from school last year, and I pinned him. So that was really awesome that he was able to do that for me, and just see all my friends, all of us dressed up fancy and nice, because we're all so used to seeing each other in scrubs looking not so good because we just rolled out of bed, or we're gonna be at the hospital for 12.5 hours. So it was good to see everybody and spend time with everybody. I will insert any videos or clips or footage that I have here during the pinning ceremony.
Being pinned by her brother, Boyd. To my parents, my sister, my boyfriend, and especially my brother, thank you for encouraging me, always supporting me, and most importantly, putting up with me. And lastly, thank you to my son, Camper, for the best puppy snuggles the girl could ask for during nursing school.
Woo! And then after that was our actual like graduation with our school, but I didn't attend it. A lot of people I know didn't actually go to it. I think there was a handful of people that did, but I had my own little graduation party with my family. But before I show you guys pictures and videos of that, I wanted to kind of back up a second and briefly touch on something that's super important to recognize and know, and that I didn't know, is that during my last term of nursing school, it was really important that we applied for new grad residency positions. I'm sure it's different everywhere and subjective to where you live, but I was able to get hired and get a job before I graduated from nursing school. I had a couple different interviews with 2 different hospitals in the emergency department, and I took a position with one that I really like. I've had a really good experience there, and so I will be starting work as an ER nurse in August, which I'm super excited about. But it's crazy because all of that happened before I even finished school, and I think the reason that they do that is you have to go through this long hiring process when you are becoming an RN, and it's not just your license, it's your background check, it's your drug screening, it's several different things that take time. And so I actually already have all of that done now, and now I just have to wait on my license, which we'll talk about the NCLEX more in a second. But that's something that my school wasn't necessarily the best at communicating with us, because a lot of job applications opened up way earlier on before we even knew about it. I've talked about this almost in every video. Just want to make you guys aware of that and know that there are positions that open up before you graduate from school, and depending on where you live and how all of that works, you can apply for them, and they will hire you on with the contingency that you are going to be passing your NCLEX. I kind of skipped over that, but I was also going through this whole job application and interview process in my final term, which is what made it even more crazier, because that takes a lot of time and you're freaking out and you're stressing out, and there are several rounds of interviews and just filling out all the paperwork online. So yeah, that was another aspect of my last term, which also made it that much more amazing. And then after the pinning ceremony, a couple days later, I had a graduation party with my family and my best friend Jamie, and we just had tacos, Mexican food, my favorite. I could eat that every single day. And they did some really cute decorations and got me the cutest cake ever. You guys, it was amazing. I will insert any videos or pictures I have right now. That was super fun to celebrate with everybody, and it sort of be like this final hurrah of, wow, I'm freaking done. Like, I don't have school anymore, which is like not necessarily true, because now after the graduation and the pinning ceremony and all this fun that you have with your friends, we did a photo shoot in our scrubs and our stethoscopes. We had really cute pictures taken outside. They're so pretty. After all of that is over and you're just sitting here like, okay, it's summer. I don't have a job. Yeah, I mean, I have a job, but I'm not working until August. Oh, but there's one thing that's like looming over me, and that's the NCLEX. And it's so weird because I'm done with school, but I'm not a licensed nurse because we still have to pass the NCLEX. It's just kind of like this weird in-between thing. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it. So after graduation at my school, they send off all of our paperwork to the Oregon State Board of Nursing, and then I think we just have to wait for them to acknowledge it and make sure everything is up to date and correct and accurate. And once that happens, we get a test code and we can officially pick a place, time, and date to schedule our NCLEX. Prior to all of that, it's this whole other process. You have to pay multiple fees and get your fingerprints done. But that all got taken care of in my last term of nursing school. They prepared us really well for that and had this really great PowerPoint presentation on the websites that we needed to go to fill everything out. So to fast forward it, I feel like I'm all over the place right now. I got my NCLEX date. I will be taking the NCLEX early August before I officially start work. I'm freaking out. There was not a lot of dates close to where I live. There was 2 dates for July and they were just way too early for me to feel comfortable and take it. And then the next closest date was early August, unless I wanted to drive to California, which I don't know. I don't want to add that extra stress of driving somewhere when the test is already stressful enough. I'm literally already having nightmares about it. I'm having the weirdest dreams. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So I have officially an entire month, July, to study for the NCLEX, but also to like enjoy the summer. I'm gonna try to give myself weekends off to relax, kind of just see what happens. I don't know. I really need to hone in and make a really good study regimen, which I feel like I have. I have my planner and I will show you guys that in future vlogs. But I really want to take this next month to get focused, get motivated, get determined, and get just disciplined, because it's just so stressful knowing that so much weighs so heavy on a test that you have no idea what to expect, because it can cover so many different topics and it's just crazy. That's my update to study for the NCLEX. I purchased UWorld a couple months back. I'm listening to the Mark Klimek podcasts. Actually, I think they're off of Spotify now. I found some on YouTube. I've always been a huge fan of Simple Nursing on YouTube. I have a couple other different study guides that I have printed off and in my NCLEX binder, which I will be showing you guys all about my NCLEX binder soon in the next couple videos. I'll make a whole video on it actually. But yeah, that's what I'm doing to study. I will obviously tell you guys what works for me, what doesn't, and bring you guys along for everything that is to come on the NCLEX test day, on my first week as an RN, on just study dates with me, because even though I'm not in school, I still have to study a ton. It's not going away. I don't know how I'm gonna feel ready to take the test. I don't think that you ever feel ready, because there's just so much to know. So fingers crossed it goes good. To all of you guys that are taking your NCLEX this summer, or to those of you that have already took it and told me that you passed, I just want to say congratulations. That is amazing. I'm literally so happy for you. And to anybody that has it scheduled or has it coming up, you got this, we got this, because we're all in this together. Don't let your anxiety take control over you. I've had that happen during tests where I start freaking out. Take a break. We have, I think it's 5 hours to do the entire test. If you do get all of the test questions, that is plenty time. Like, I will be taking my breaks, I know that, because sometimes you need to take a step away and then come back to a situation or a question and you can see it clearly or differently. Yeah, so I guess that's my words of advice, even though I haven't even taken it yet, and I'm literally probably gonna be freak out the morning of it. It's at 8 in the morning, which is good. I wanted it in the morning. That is a little update. I feel like I just rambled on and on and on, and I just wanted to get everybody up to speed on where I'm at in my life right now. And the future is very, very bright. We have lots of study with me vlogs, weeks in the life, days in the life, NCLEX day, lots and lots of fun stuff, lots of stuff planned with Camper, my puppy, so stay tuned for all of that. Hopefully a giveaway soon on my Etsy shop. I have a little small business linked to an Etsy account where I sell nursing related things, things that I love and used every day in nursing school and that I will use as an RN as well. Which reminds me, I do have a nursing school essentials haul and then a nursing school tips and tricks video that will be coming out this summer to you guys. I did both of them last year, but after finishing another year of nursing school, there's a lot of stuff that's changed, a lot of different thoughts that I have, and a lot of different supplies that I really love and would recommend to you guys. So that will be coming out soon. Again, I just want to say thank you to all of you guys that have supported me, left me the sweetest comments, watched from a distance, supported my Etsy shop, just everything within the past 2 years. It's been amazing. I can't believe it's over. It went by so damn fast, but everybody said it would, and you know what? They were completely right. It went by so fast, but it was probably some of the best times in my life, and also some of the most stressful times in my life, hands down. Very, very stressful, but so worth it. So thank you guys so much. Just so happy to be here and so happy to continue sharing my journey with you guys. Lots of fun stuff to come, and I hope you guys have an amazing summer, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon in my next video. Bye!